Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/inkdependence. It keeps this channel ad-free. Hello folks and welcome. What I'm going to do today is a haul video. I already unboxed this stuff because I got impatient and I couldn't hook my camera up. There's a fitting that broke. So anyway, whatever. I just I took the stuff out, but it is going to be a haul video. So if you like those, sit tight. Let's have some haul. Okay. So this is a JetPens haul, and so of course I had to get some stuff that you can only find at JetPens. One thing that I got is these. So these are Pilot Boardmaster whiteboard erasable markers, and I really like these. I have these in a bunch of different sizes. I got there's 3 of them right there, so let me grab a couple of these because they are all different sizes. Really, I went big because when I write on boards at school, I like to have it big. This is the broad broad tipped marker, and these are all refillable. So when they run out of juice, as you can see back here, you can see the ink supply in these. You can get refills, take this off, slap a new refill on there, bam, same whiteboard marker. Really good feature I like there. And then this is the sort of like medium tip, I believe. Which is a lot smaller than the broad, but also sometimes you want to be a little bit smaller than this. This is another medium. I got these before. Then these are the finer tips. You can see on the, where is it? Right there, the tipping sizes illustrated. So pointy, not so pointy, thick. So this is the fine tip right there, and these make a really good line on these whiteboards. My whiteboard is on the wall, so I can't really show you. I guess I can try it on paper. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. So this is the Boardmaster. They do a really good job with these whiteboard markers, and I think they're kind of the best. The ones that are standard are these Expo markers, and these are pretty darn good, but they really don't stand up to me to the Boardmaster. We were talking about this in a faculty meeting not too long ago. They were talking about ordering. Like, look how thick that line is. It's great. And there's the medium, which on this paper looks about the same as the broad, but it is not. We were talking about whiteboard markers because people were ordering supplies, and they're like, oh, you got to get the Expo, they're the best. And I kind of privately back-channeled a few people, and I was like, hey, if you want really bougie whiteboard markers, I got a thing for you. So, Pilot Boardmasters, check these out at JetPens. They are very cool. By the way, I bought all this stuff. None of this is sponsored or anything. It's just stuff I like and wanted to try. So there you go, Boardmasters. If you have to use a whiteboard, these are the business. All right. I also got one of these because this has been in my cart for a little while and I was very curious about it. This is the Faber-Castell Shiny Silver Highlighter, and this actually came uncapped in the packaging. It might have just happened right before I got it or something, because there wasn't like there's not highlighter all up in here. So I don't think that was a problem, but and it didn't dry out, so there you go. But it did kind of come uncapped. So we have store horizontally. Well, yeah, all right, it's flat. We can do that, and it is, as it appears, a shiny silver highlighter. I don't know what this is going to be like. That's really interesting. It is kind of a gray. Let me see if I have another. I've got some more grays around here. So this is a gray Mark Plus. We'll see more of these later. Right there. And see, it's not shiny, but it's kind of a gray. And this is a gray Ninny or Nine Pie. I don't really know. Ninny? No idea. Which is also a gray, and then has a gray pen on the other side. Totally weird, but I love it. So is this actually sparkly? I guess it could be sparkly. It mostly just kind of looks gray. I mean, it is a more metallic gray, I think, than the other two. This one almost tinges kind of brownish, like it's a taupe color almost. This one's definitely like a blue steel sort of gray. This one is a little bit sparkly. Let's see how it goes over some stuff. So, like, here's a ballpoint. That's just some scrap paper. This is wheat straw paper that I bought in reams before it went away. Yeah, I mean, it works. I don't know. It did kind of smear just a little bit in here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think over things like laser print, this will be pretty okay. It's just we'll have to see if this is too dark, because it is a shade darker than either of those. So that's interesting. But anyway, there you go. Faber-Castell Shiny Silver. I do like Faber-Castell highlighters, although they're not my absolute favorite, which are these Staedtler Tech Surfers, which are inkjet safe even. You can use them over fountain pen. I also got these from JetPens. Did it smear a little bit? It might have smeared a little bit. Maybe this is just pretty fresh. Yeah, just barely. But I've used this over inkjet and all kinds of things, and it has worked really well. You do want to let it dry a little bit first, I guess. But anyway, check those out. Heck, I'll put one up here for you. Bam. And then, what else did I get? Oh, I got this. And the side of this actually broke open. The little seam broke open. This is a 0.5 millimeter oil-based ink point pen by Livework. Or Livework, I don't really know. Super low viscosity silk touch writing ballpoint pen. And I actually got it because it just looks really cool. It just says turquoise blue. It has an orange knock on it. And this is kind of a cream color. Sort of if you leave like white plastic in the sun and let it yellow a little bit, it's kind of that color. It says Livework or maybe Livework. I don't know. Either way, it's a nice size. Definitely kind of a pockety sort of sized pen. What's the refill in here? Oh, interesting. It's got one of these. Well, that's kind of cool. You don't really see these a whole lot in these kind of pens that you can refill, but let's see how it feels. It is going to be pretty fine. It's got a decent little click on it. Yeah, it keeps up really well with just some fast scribbling. Doesn't have any dodgy spots in the ballpoint line. Pretty good. I like that. It is pretty fine at 0.5 for a ballpoint, but it feels nice. It looks cool. It actually has the same kind of color scheme going on as the Tactile Turn Seasonal with the orange and light blue. It's that Gulf kind of Gulf color scheme, which is pretty cool. It's slightly different blue, about the same orange actually, and then a different white. But yeah, interesting that I got these at different times, but like very on the same color scheme. So pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Let's see how this shiny silver does over it. Yeah, you can read it. I don't think it's not obliterating the line or anything, so that's pretty good. This is a little bit on the dark side, this shiny silver. I'm gonna try this on a coated paper and see what it looks like on there. This is a Rhodia pad, obviously. Which won't soak up the ink because it's not how Rhodia rolls. Yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of sparkle in there, actually. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely got some sparkles. I thought maybe it was just adhering to the paper fibers differently in this paper, but it's not doing that in Rhodia, so pretty good. Let's see if it bled through or anything weird. You did get a little spots of bleed through, but I actually stopped using this paper for review, this particular pad, because I was getting weird bleed through on a lot of things, and I didn't love that. But it looks like it works pretty well. So yeah, interesting. A little bit on the dark side, maybe, but still pretty cool. And then I told you you'd see more of them. I bought more of these Mark Plus highlighters. These are the WA colors. There are several different sets like this, and each one of these has 2 highlighter tips, which I really like. So if you're highlighting things, and this is the thing that I do when I take notes, sometimes I want different highlighter colors or different pen ink colors to denote different things in my writing. So, sometimes I'll be writing like, okay, this is primary source stuff, and then this is what the interlocutor is saying. So the person who's talking about the primary source. So you have 2 different sets of highlighters, and if you have 2 highlighters, you can switch back and forth, but it's not nearly as easy as just going like this. Like that's the easiest way to do it, and I really like that. So I got some more. Can I open this? Yeah, good. And I thought this was the coolest set for me. So we have here 2 purples. Oh, two-tone marker, Samira Eero. Oh, they got names. What is this one? This one doesn't actually say. It just says two-tone marker. Interesting. And these totally do. This is Yamabuki Eero and Momo Eero. And then this one again is Samira Eero, which is like purple. Interesting. Okay, so there's always a darker side and then a lighter variation. That's pretty good. I think that dark one that's fairly dark for a highlighter, but the lighter one is really great. This one is the Yamabuki. This one, the lighter one, might be actually a little bit too light, but sometimes if you're into like mild liners, that's going to be a very mild liner kind of flavor. Also, I really like the feel of the plastic on these things, which might seem a little bit silly if you're not a huge nerd about highlighters and other pens, but it feels good, these Mark Plus. I like that. And then lastly, Momo two-tone here. Got a beautiful rose color there. Oh, this one's really nice too. Yeah, this one might actually be the best, this pink one. That's a good set of colors there. I like it. I don't know. This one might be my favorite still with the turquoise and gray, but this one is really good. I think both of those colors will be legible and viewable. This one, I worry this one might be a little too light. This one's also pretty good, but the dark one might be too dark. So, you know, I'm very picky about highlighters, but these are really nice highlighters. Let's do a highlighter roundup video one of these days, because, man, am I ever a nerd about some highlighters. And probably you are too if you're watching this video still when we're talking about highlighters. All right, so there's that. Then penultimately, I got some of these, which are, these are by Papyrian. They are color palette index labels. And you just have a couple of sheets in here. There's nothing, it's not like a lot of these, which is too bad. These are a little bit on the more expensive side at, what are these, $3? Yeah, $3 for 2 sheets. But this is a lot of indexes, actually. And what you do, I don't know if I want to use one, but what you do is you peel them off and you fold them in half over the top of a piece of paper so that you can make yourself little index tabs, like here and like there, which is really great for me if I'm taking notes in like, I don't know, a notebook like this, which doesn't have any tabs. It does have a bookmark, but it doesn't have any tabs. And so this can give you tabs of whatever kind you want. And you can write on these as well. Like they're very easy to write on. So that's neat. And there are a bunch of different color palettes too, if you're not into the gray to sort of golden honey color palette that I went with. But I think this is pretty sweet. Nice. Color palettes. And then lastly, this is a thing I've been meaning to get for a while. And yeah, it's the end of January. I'm going to try to go back onto some important dates maybe and write some things. But this is a 5-year diary by Midori. I went ahead and got the 5-year. I was thinking about the 3-year, which is exactly the same size, but it just has more room per year, right? So with the deal with this, you have a diary. I like this door. Like this is a classy looking diary. You got this dome binding on the back, which is really cool. I like that. Oh, it's got 2. I wonder why you need 2. I guess we'll see. And then opening it up, there's some stuff here I can't read. I guess there's maybe an app or something. Interesting. You can put your dates of starting and ending, and then a prologue. Oh, I wonder if this is like a sort of a rehash of the year or something like that, like important things. I'm not really sure. I need to get this other card translated so I know what the heck I should do here. But then it starts with January, and each day has a whole page. So let's just go to the middle because it'll be easier to hold open. So 4/12. It's Audrey's birthday. So this would be like 2022, and you put in the year number there. And I guess you could skip years if you wanted to, but each year just has a few lines for each year on that day. And that way, when I start filling this thing out, and I'm going to try to be good about it, I'm going to try. Just pick out a couple of things from that day, like a thing you liked or a thing you hated or an important event that happened or just like the weather or something like that, you know? And then you can go back and be like, oh yeah, no, on 7/21 back in 2022, I felt this way. And then in 2026, I felt a whole different way or something. I really think this is going to be kind of cool. Also, each month, it seems, has its own little illustration. So this has a flower. Then we've got here an umbrella. We have here a balloon escaping. This is a 4-leaf clover. We got a butterfly. We got a mitten for February. Mittens for February is pretty good. And then a key for January. Interesting. What else do we have here? There's that flower again. We got a goldfish. That's fun. We got a pumpkin. We got a mushroom. We got a cup of coffee in November. Oh, I'll need coffee in November, that's for sure. And then here we have some kind of a beast. like a reindeer maybe, or just a regular old deer. But that's pretty cool. I'm still not sure exactly why you need 2 ribbons though, because you'll only be looking at 1 day at a time, right? And it seems like the days, do they go all the way to the back? Yeah, the days go all the way to the back. Oh, interesting. An epilogue in the back. So maybe in the front you write some stuff you hope for the year, and in the back you write like, I don't know, some stuff that like happened or didn't. Maybe you want to start a habit. So maybe the prologue can be your goals or something for the year, your like resolution, your theme, whatever. In the back, like, I did not lose weight, or I did not lift weights, or I don't know, whatever the thing was. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger on these. These aren't exactly cheap either. This is $40, but it's a thing I'm going to use for 5 years, and it is Midori. This is quality paper and quality binding. Very it's like a quality cover. This is cool, and you have this outer box too. You can kind of store. You can put this on the shelf and just slot it into the box all the time, I guess. Probably this has all kinds of interesting tips on it, but I do not know what it says. It is in Japanese, and I don't know how to Japanese. But this is cool. And I guess after your 5 years, you can just stick this in this box, put it in a file, and start your next 5-year journey, or 5-year diary, or heck, 3-year, I guess. We'll have to see. Maybe in 5 years, I'll be like, I wish I had a 3-year so I can write more stuff in each of these slots. But honestly, a low number of lines that I have to write makes it much less intimidating to actually keep doing the thing that I set out to do. So I'm looking forward to that. And I cannot wait to get started, and I'm gonna start. Okay, so there you go. That was my little JetPens haul. Oh wait, one more thing. I almost forgot this thing. Oh man, these are Harapiko animal pen stands. There are a bunch of different things. They have like paperclip holders, there's a phone holder, but this is a little pen stand that goes on your desk. I don't know what it's made from, but I kind of think it's made from like ceramic or clay or something. It's quite heavy, although I kind of wish it was a little bit heavier. And there are different figurines as well. Of course, I had to get the whale shark because I love a whale shark. And it's very cute. Look at this whale shark. Just sitting there like, stick a pin in my mouth, bro. There is one that's a dog that a friend of mine has, and he has put some really giant pens in it. And it has little feet that come out the front, and I think that makes it a little bit more stable. This one is not the most stable. It is, I think, the cutest, but it may not be absolutely the most functional. So like a small pen, yeah, no problem at all. And that's what it shows. But it's like, hey, put that in there. And that's great. That might be where this pen lives for now. But if I put something like this tactile turn in there, you can see it. You can actually see it wobbling a little bit. Like it really wants to fall over on its, yeah, like that, because it's rounded down here. So get one with the little feet. But heck, I could just put this on my desk and it would just look adorable. How does it do with the retro? It's not great with the retro. It's too back heavy. Put it in like this, totally fine. I guess I could do that. Just put a retro in its mouth. That would work. How about fountain pens? Fountain pens, like I said, a lot of these are going to be too heavy, but let's see how it goes. Actually, this Pilot Custom 74 works perfectly. Doesn't mind that at all. It's not heavy up here at the top, whereas like this absolutely will not work. This is Mont Blanc Jonathan Swift. Yeah, not even won't even consider that. How about this one? This is Leonardo Memento Zero Pura. It's the Grande. It works. It wants to fall over with very little provocation though. So no, too heavy. How about like a Pilot Metro? Pilot Metro works. Yeah, so you're gonna want something that's lighter. Oh, how about this? Yeah, this is a shorter pen. This is an Esterbrook JR, and yeah, totally works. Nice. So that works. Also, this works. So yeah, without any question. So very cool. You can stick your. How about this? Yeah, nice. You can have your highlighter always at the ready, held up for you by a little whale shark. Oh, love it. All right. Thank you very much for watching this fun little haul video. I will see y'all in the next one, and take care of each other and stay safe. Peace out.